So we got the vacuum bleeder here. We're going to suck all the fluid because we are going to replace the brake lines. We've got some braided lines going on. And it's make it a lot quicker, a lot less messy to get it out of here. Keep pulling out.
Caliper cradle well.
Taking that off, nice. And then we can lift the calipers off. Calipers up, and then you take the cradles off. And we can bang the new calipers in, put the new pads in. Fronts are done.
Like that.
Get the persuading mallet on there. Oh, there she is. Done. Now we got the RS3 brake cooling ducts on there, you can see there, and we're going to give the dust shield a bit of trim, so we'll probably cut off a bit of the bottom and the back, but leaving it up the top where the sensors are up the back. I learned the hard way on the Nevo doing that if you cut back the heat shield where the sensors are, particularly the ABS sensors and that, you might melt them and have to replace them. Go. That's all nice and trimmed up. And you see we got the RS3 cooling ducts there. That'll just shoot air on, keep it cool, keeping the electronics and sensors behind here protected, and that should get our brakes nice and cool. Something we had a problem with on the track last time was getting too hot. So it should be fixed now. We're doing the rear brakes now. We just released the parking brake with the scan tool. You can do an OBD11 as well to release it. And I'm just going to pull these little calipers off and pop the rotors and change them up. And we're probably just going to take these heat shields right off. The rears don't get that hot, so there's not going to really cook the sensors or anything. The only real sensor there is the brake. It looks like the brake pad sensor anyway, so no biggie. We'll just yank those and get a bit of weight, unsprung weight off the back. Pulling the retaining forks out of the rear caliper, rear rotors. They're going to fall off, or they're going to need a whack. Oh, they're on there good. And they're off. Now we'll pull those heat shields, we're ready to go. Now we forgot our scale, so we're going to have to do this the old-fashioned way. I do weigh packages when I send out for work all the time, so I'm going to ballpark on these. Oh, it's a good bit lighter. I would say, for my scientific hands, I'd say they're a good 1.5 kilos, if not 2 kilos lighter. Just popping the rotors on. Just use one of the wheel bolts to hold it, a touch of Loctite to hold the little retaining corkscrew in. Oh, they look fancy. Snug it up, and then we can Get some brake lines on there. All right, he's putting the pads in. They go in real easy. They just slide in nice and tight like that. That's it. And then we put the
Cut the zip tie, take
cut
the
the zip
caliper.
tie, hang the caliper down, put it over the top, bolt it back on. And we got race car brakes.
Actually, just piston back.
This is just a screw-in tool to push the piston back. You can buy them from super cheap. They're on sale the other day for under $10 actually. Getting pretty cheap, usually under $20. You just wind them in, pushes the pad back, nice and easy. Gives you lots of room to clear the nice fat new meaty brake pads. On here today, we're doing Forza. Nice higher temp track pad that you can drive on the street.
Liner over the freshly greased slides.
Yeah, important to re-grease your slides. So yeah, it's not as easy as the Brembos. We just knock a pin out. And that's it. And we've already got the little S3 covers on that just basically trap heat. They look cool. Make them look like bigger, you know, Brembo brakes, but performance-wise, it's just weight and heat retention. So put those bolts in, tighten them up to spec, and that's it. Front brakes job done. The rear brakes done. So we just popped on the rotors, calipers back on, re-grease the slides, bolt them back in, the little caps back on, and then on the back. And there we go, ready to do the little test drive and then bed them in.